I wanted to know how many of you have watched American Chopper. In addition to the work they do, they are well known for the problems they've caused. The show features Paul Teutul Sr., as well as his kids Paul Teutul Jr. and Michael Tetul. They have already made a name for themselves in the business, and compared to their peers, they are in the lead right now. Okay, but they also had their fair share of hard things to deal with. Paul Teutul Jr. is not a part of the show at the moment, though. Would you like to know what happened? Stay with me until the end of this story if you want to know everything that happened with him and his family, as well as what he is doing now and in the future. Don't let go. Paul Teutul Jr. was the first child to be born into the Tetul family. His father, Paul Teutul Sr., and his first wife, Paula, brought him into the world on October 2, 1974. This year, he will be 48 years old. Michael and Christian are two of his other brothers and sisters. He is a very good motorbike designer who loves what he does. He helped his father a lot with what he did. He was very busy, and it was amazing to see how precise the designs he made were. He used to work for that company, but he doesn't any longer. He's been married to Rachel Biester since 2010, when they said their vows in front of their families and friends. They had a boy, who they later named Hudson Seven Tetul, in 2015. At first, Paul Jr. worked for his father at the Orange County Iron Works, which was the family business. That's when he really started to get better at what he did. He was only 12 years old at the time. Later, he worked at his high school for a different program that helped him improve his skills. After he graduated, he went to work for his father and took over the railing shop. Before this, he had been doing everyday things. Senior started building bikes for fun because he was good at working with metal. This led him and Junior to start Orange County Choppers in 1999. On top of that, he worked as a main designer in the fabrication and design businesses. Now, the father and son team had a reputation for making those cars run like magic, and that reputation got them where they are now. But the breakup had a huge effect on both their fans and their ability to make music. Even though everyone knew they wouldn't work together forever, they surprised everyone by continuing to work together, even though they were arguing very strongly. Because the company had a deal with him that was set to end in a year, he kept working there. In 2008, they had an argument that led to him leaving, and he left the shop the following year, in 2009. Also, Paul Jr. was sued over the share of the company he owned. At first, they thought they could work out their disagreement without going to court. But in the end, Senior sued Junior over it. The legal disagreement was finally settled when Senior bought Junior's 20% share of the business outright. Another complaint was made about copyright problems against the whole OCC team. But the court threw out the case because it was too vague and complicated. After he left the company, they didn't talk to each other for more than 10 years. Also, there were reports that Senior didn't show up to Junior's wedding. On the other hand, 10 years after that, they were seen together. Paul Jr. started his own business called Paul Jr. Designs after he was fired from his job at OCC in 2010. Because he always paid attention to detail, he was able to keep making bikes that were both unique and attractive. People really liked the Cadillac, the Anti-Venom, and the NLB Network bike, among other ideas. The second one got a lot of attention from TV viewers. Even though it had been a long time since they had talked to each other, they were brought back together for a TV show. Junior brought up the hard things they had to go through and how their relationship might be ruined forever because of the fights they had while talking about their experiences. Also, Senior brought up some mean things about him that Junior had written in a book. Even though they are facing these problems, there is hope that they will be able to start rebuilding their relationship soon. If you liked any of this, please follow, like it, and share it. You can also keep up with our newest posts by hitting the bell.